What is going on, everybody, and welcome back once again. My name is Jordan, also known as J Monster, and you are watching the second episode of our Elves campaign. We are playing 4th Age Total War, a modification for a Barbarian Invasion for the First Rome Total War. And we have a hell of a challenge ahead of us. We are outnumbered 6-1 against the forces of Adunabar. We have just a meager force of elves here. We are outnumbered in just about every capacity, I think, except for cavalry. We about match their cavalry, although I think ours are a lot better. This is going to be a tough battle. If they beat us here, if they stop us, then they're going to take the entirety of the north. They're going to sweep everything. There are no forces. Look at this. The Shire have a pathetic amount of forces in the area. The forces at Numinos, the Reunited Kingdom, completely outnumbered. There's nothing. All of these soft targets. These guys will rampage across the north if we do not stop them here. However, if we take this battle, if we win, if we wipe this force out, we may be able to take the city of Fornost and gift it to Gondor, thereby blunting the Adunabar advances into the north. This could turn the whole war around. So let's get right into it. I'll see you guys on the battlefield. All right, we are set up. This is going to be quite the challenge. I have my my units without shields here. These Lindon guards hiding in the back. We want to kind of avoid taking any early attrition from arrow fire. Our main line here, we've got our Noldor swords on the flank to prevent our lines from crumbling. In the center, we've got our mariners. They look pretty well armored. They are actually mail armored. They've got sword and shield, ready to defend the lands of Lindon. Over here, we are defending our archers from cavalry assaults with our unit of threshold troops here. Pretty good spears. You guys have seen them in the other few battles we fought in the last episode, so you have a pretty good idea about what they are capable of. In the back here, we have Glorfindel's bodyguard. My strategy with him is going to be to use him very aggressively. As it is a bodyguard unit, the units will replenish after the battle, and they are among some of the best troops that we have. These guys will carve through everything. And over here, we've got a small hidden flanking force, some Elven riders. These are light riders. I don't want to get them into anything heavy. I'm going to try and use them to assassinate their archers once they commit their lines to battle against our frankly, very, very thinly spread Elven troops. So let's start the battle. Let's see what happens. This is going to be huge. So let's go and take a look at the enemy order of battle. Oh, they just stretch across everything. So we're going to have to actually reform our lines a little bit here. Pull these guys back up onto the hill. So now they can see them. They've been given away. We've got, I'm not too sure what these are. I think they're like halberds. I think they're orcs. I got a lot of spears. They very, very thinly spread their troops. We've got some, looks like basically the equivalent of orc maulers in 3rd Age. Lightly armored, two-handed axe troops. More orcish troops. I don't know how good they are in this. I'm really not too certain of their combat capabilities. A lot of archers here in the center, protected by some spears, some orcish spears. Very disorganized. Looks like they're sending their troops in piecemeal. Now's a good time to let's engage them with Glorfindel's bodyguard. I have these guys stop. We want to save our arrows, bring in our other cavalry. We're going to play our hand early here to try and destroy these units, because their cavalry is really a big threat to us. Get them. Glorfindel's bodyguard is going to get them first, I think. Oh, no, our light scouts are charging in. They're going to get into the battle first. And these guys are going to get taken on either side. So we have an early victory here. These underling horsemen are just going to be completely destroyed. Yeah, and they begin to rout, and that's the end of them. So we're going to go and put them back into hiding. Just give the enemy forces something to think about. Let's pull back Glorfindel's forces here. We really want to leverage as many downhill charges as possible. It gives us a lot of extra mass so we can just plow through troops and inflict a whole lot of casualties. Go take a look at the aftermath of that. Like this, the Tree of Death, another Hangman's Tree. Yeah, those Adunabar riders were just completely wiped out. I think there's one left in the unit, no longer a threat to us. Let's see here. They've given us an opening, but I don't know if we'll be able to exploit that. Yeah, I don't really want to charge Glorfindel into the teeth of all of these archers. Yeah, we may manage to wipe out this one company, but they do have some companies here in reserve. It's just not worth our time. Okay, so it looks like they might be coming in hard. We've got some light troops here. We've got those Uruk Berserkers. That's a big threat. I believe they are also armor piercing. So we're going to take Glorfindel's bodyguard. And we're going to come around here and try and stay out of the range of their archers if we can. They're doing a pretty good job of keeping all their troops together. Over here on this flank, though, I'm a little worried. All we have between complete destruction of this wing and victory is just a unit of threshold troops and some archers. So we're going to have to really pay attention to what's going on there. Oh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh, it's a little different. Okay, so I'm discovering some new camera options here. What do they have here? No spears, just swords. Archers are well within range, I believe. No. Yeah, I don't want to take any archer fire on Glorfindel's bodyguard. I'm sure that they can take it, but I don't want to use up any of their hit points this early in the game. Not for that. So it looks like these guys are really going to have to ride around here in order to get back into the backs of the archers. I don't want to move them, though. I think the AI might have forgotten about them. We might have an opportunity here for a quick charge. Yeah, they still can't see our two units in the front there. All they can see are the mariners, which we are using to draw them in. So far, just one big line. Well, let's see how this works. Might get a nice early charge here. Hopefully wipe out a lot of these units. Kaboom! Oh, no, that's a bad position. Didn't do nearly as much as I had hoped. These guys are now in a berserker rage. Oh, I didn't know they could do that. Get out of there, boys. I thought that was going to be a lot more effective than it was. Well, let's reform. Shorten our battle line just a little bit so we don't get strung out across 3 units like that. But now these guys are actually just going to charge at us. So this kind of works out. We can take advantage of this confusion inside of the orcish lines here. They're running away from their support. These guys are walking. Nice downhill charge here. Take a look at what's going on elsewhere on the battlefield. All right. Come on. Nice. So we're just going to cycle charges. Don't want to get stuck in against these guys for too long. They are warmed up. We're going to make them run uphill, tire them out just a little bit. How do we do on that charge? Not bad, not bad. We're going to destroy this unit, I think. It's another big threat we're managing to pick apart here. Oh, they're not berserker anymore. But they are going to take a charge on the back. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh, we're starting to lose some bodyguards here, so our troops are starting to take a little bit of damage in return. Oh, no. That's alright, though. Alright, get back, get back. Form up for one more charge. Looks like they're just kind of sitting here taking it. They're taking their time advancing. Oh, that was really weird. Having some issues here with our charge getting mucked up. Let's gather everybody back up again. Let's make short work of these guys. Downhill. Very strung out. Oh, they're going to take a lot of damage. One more charge ought to do it, and then we can give these guys an opportunity to rest. So far, the initial phase is going pretty well for us. It seems like a lot of this is due to just kind of general AI stupidity. Alright, let's finish off these berserkers. Destruction. And they are going to begin to rout, so we're going to run them down. That's going to be the end of the berserkers. Taking out 2 of the biggest threats, I think, facing our army so far in just the early stages. So if we can keep this up, we might be able to pull off a victory here. Might be able to pick these guys apart. And wipe out these berserkers completely. No longer combat effective. We're going to walk out of there. Not even look at them. Cool guys don't look at explosions moment. After devastating one of their elite units, we're just going to casually saunter out. Uh-oh. Now we're having some issues here. We really want to focus on those ranged units. Looks like these guys might be needed on the other flank, so we are actually going to show our hand a little bit here. Oh, those are spear units. We want to try and stay away from those. He's a little bit out of position. We want him back over here, closer to the battle lines. Some orc raiders. Let's go for it. It's a very tempting target. Let's wipe these guys out. Start to secure our left flank. Oh, this is where the bad things happen. And this is why we need these troops on the other side here. Oh, battle is about to be joined. Our Elven troops are ready. Try not to get too disoriented here. It's hard to see with all of this forest. We got some spear units there on the flank. Our archers are just gleefully firing away. They're well protected by these troops. We're going to deny these guys a charge and just get right in there. Come on. And there's their general's bodyguard unit. It might be worth it to try and focus on him. I think they've got about 2 hit points. Let's go take a look at Glorfindel's bodyguard, see how well he's doing. Looks like he's completely destroying this unit. They're wavering, but they've got some orc spears coming in, so it's going to be prudent to pull out just about now. How are we doing over here? So far, so good. Oh, we managed to take out their general. That's huge. Oh, this could be victory right here. Position these guys for a bit of a breakthrough. We might be able to start outflanking these troops. So our cavalry in the back. Now's the time. They've overcommitted. We're going to hit them in the rear and see if we can't break the morale. Glorfindel needs to get into this fight. I don't know where he is. He's currently being chased by some spear bands, so we're going to bring him around here. We're going to have to run him. Our mariners are not doing so well. Oh, looks like we've got some breaking units. Shall we pursue? I think we should. I think it's time to pull out some of our other hidden units. Let's charge right into the backs of these orc champions. Let's watch them as we go in. Kaboom! I'm going to pull them out so they don't get stuck. We've got a mass route here in the center. Now is the time. Let's take out this bodyguard unit. Oh no, see, this is where bad things happen. Where's Glorfindel? Luckily we started pulling him out. Oh, he's so far away. I thought he was way closer than this. We have a nice opportunity here to take out some of these guys, some of their archer units. Yeah, we need to use our light cavalry to run down some of these troops here who are fleeing. Continue forward. Yeah, we need to keep these guys afraid. We need to keep them running. Where's Glorfindel? Very slow. He's very tired now. It's time to destroy these guys or our mariners are going to be wiped out. What are these guys doing? Might be able to use them to put some pressure on these guys in the back. Oh no, they're currently in combat against all of these troops here. Let's see where our light cavalry is. Doing a real good job. Just doing work on these orc units here. Look at this. Just red fucking rout. Just complete slaughter. Excuse my language, but this is very shocking. This is not at all how I expected this battle to go. Looks like these Uruk Spear Guard here. This must be some of their elite units who've managed to stick around even after all of their comrades have run away. Glorfindel routing many of these Snaga units. We need to destroy as many of them as we can. Time to use our light cavalrymen. Well, looks like some of them managed to reform. Bit of a rear guard action here. Our Noldor units are surrounded on 2 sides. But that's not going to last for very long. Now with our Elven reinforcements here bringing up the rear, relieving that unit. You hit them. Wow. This was complete and utter destruction. This is going to see the end of that Adunabar army. It looks like we've got some units here still hiding out. We've got some spear units. We've got some Uruk swords, but they are tired and demoralized. Oh, look at this. Just brutal. What's going on over here? Looks like we managed to wipe these guys out. 3 of our Elven units ascendant on this hill. Complete and utter annihilation of that elite unit. We're going to bring them down here. Our archers in the center to threaten the flank of these units here, and then we're going to engage them with Glorfindel's heavy bodyguard. They are spear units, so we're not going to risk Glorfindel in a direct charge against them, but we are going to go over here on this flank and try and get a piece of these Uruk swords, another elite unit, I assume. They look quite similar to the Uruk halberds who are up there on the hill. These guys very quickly moving into position, that's what we like to see. Start putting some fire into the backs of those orc spears. It looks like they might be trying to escape, so we're going to go ahead and block them off here. We're going to hit them on two sides and completely annihilate this remaining orc body. Oh yeah, our archer's starting to do work. These orc band don't know what to do with themselves. There's no command structure left. Just collapsing the flank of that Uruk unit right there. Gonna pull them back out. Another cycle charge. And back in they go. So we managed to rout this unit of Orc Spear Band. We're going to hit these guys from the rear, get them stuck in, get them trapped by this cavalry unit. They're going to start to waver real soon here. But these Lindon Spears, I don't think they've done too much this battle. No, they're still winded. We're going to push against these utterly tired, completely... Oh! You got to be careful with that. Don't want to have any friendly fire, rather. Wow. Well, these Uruks here trying to flee through a cavalry unit. So this is just complete annihilation of this Adunabar army. The cultists may not recover from this victory if we push our advantage. Come on, you can do it. Get those Snaga hunters. Run right through them. There you go. Just casually mowing these guys down. Your kind doesn't belong in Middle-earth. Alright, here, let's go and take out these orc champions. It's probably another elite unit, I'm going to assume, because they're champions. But it looks like that's going to be the end of that Adunabar force. Let's go take a look at some of the carnage here, and then we'll get back on the campaign map. It's their general's bodyguard, what remained of them. They managed to take down some of our Elven mariners. But I think their general himself fell over here in this little pocket, sniped from the hill by the very accurate deadly fire of our Elven archers. So that's the end of this army. I'm going to see you guys back on the campaign map. Let's take a look at the casualties first. Look at that. 347 survivors, maybe a tenth of their force escaped. Our threshold troops did take a beating. Our mariners also a bit of a beating, but I think many of them are going to be healed. Oh no, maybe 0 of them are going to be healed. I thought there was 110 units in there. Wow, that was a big deal. Big deal. Only one of Glorfindel's bodyguard fell in that battle. I told you they were powerful. I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. Alright, here we are. Now we have a choice. Looks like they're trying to raise a new force in Fornost. I think it would be best... Oh no, that's the Reunited Kingdom. Okay, so their army was utterly destroyed. I think... oh no, they fled into the city. I see. So we're going to besiege them. We're going to maintain the siege. Hopefully our Gondorian allies here don't chicken out again and will actually support us. I don't think that Adunabar has any more forces in the area that they can really use against us. Looks like we've got some Royal Spearmen, Royal Longbowmen. So this is a really big recruiting hub for the Adunabar cultists, I'm assuming, since they're pumping out some really elite units in there. So if we can take this, we can deny them something really important, some very important assets right there. Looks like that's where their survivors went to. Okay, I didn't see the moves. What do they have over here? It's like Amonsul. Okay, these guys won't be able to get us right away. So if they do attack us, we'll have some warning. We'll be able to pull back. Unless Gondor comes up and actually stays here, I think what we're going to do is just continue to head towards Imladris, dodge these forces, because Rivendell is lightly defended. They have a single unit there. It's likely a general's bodyguard, so we might be able to kill one of their faction members, and that would be a big win for us as well. So I have been informed that the markets that I was making do not actually increase Elven population. It's only when you convert them to a managed province. So what we're going to focus on are things like the Halls of Mirth. I believe like the Garden of Lights or something like that are actually what increases Elven population. So we're going to do that. We're going to pop over to Thranduil's Halls, and we're going to throw down one of these. Oh, apparently we don't have enough money for a Hall of Mirth just yet. But let's see what we can do with these troops down here. Army. He definitely does not need that. We need something. We need to open up our supply lines here because we need to be able to make it through. this pass. So I think we might have to begin gearing up for a war against the Bjornings. I think that's probably our best idea, our best shot at this point. So we're going to make a unit of threshold troops there. If we can... Nope, we're not going to be able to recruit anything else from that province for quite some time, I imagine. Part of the issue is that we have... Whoa, what's this? Fiefdom. Well, it's very expensive. No recruitment available right there. I'm still going to allow those Elven troops to complete because we have plenty of income, but we really need some forces in that area. Yeah, we really can't afford to increase our tax rates at this point. It's just not worth it. We really need our population, and that's one of our big centers as well. We could take the city of Loon. No. What we are going to do is get some more archers or some more infantry. I think we only have enough population for one of them. Archers are fairly outnumbered, but I think infantry is going to serve our purposes a little bit better. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to send them over to Glorfindel's troops over here. And hopefully we can start getting some Elven out in the next couple turns. Because we really are feeling like the Elven population crunch. Looks like we have another big battle here against some more very elite troops. I don't know where they're getting all of these soldiers from. But these guys have, I believe, some trolls. And we're not going to get any support from our Gondorian allies. So I don't know. I can't quite look at the roster for these guys, but I know they do have some trolls, and some elite royal units. So we're gonna withdraw from that battle. I'm not gonna tempt fate too much, and try and go for Rivendell, one of our important areas. I'm not too sure what kind of recruitment options that Rivendell is going to open up to us. They've taken the city of Bree. That's really tough. Perhaps now's not the best time to go for Rivendell. I feel like if we abandon the Reunited Kingdom right now, the Shire and them are going to fall to the cultists. So oh, okay. I thought they had already taken Bree. All right. I don't know. It's a hard decision. So I've decided that we're going to continue our push towards Rivendell, but we are going to try and hit some of these. I think these are unwalled cities, so we might be able to just hit them, sack them, get some resources, and start building up our economy. I think that's probably all we can do right now, and they're gonna have to pull off some forces to deal with us anyway. So instead of getting ourselves involved in like a trench battle and trying to shield the free peoples, basically just with our tiny elven force, thereby wearing down our troops even more, I think it's best if we help them by having them pull forces out of the area that we can avoid, so that way we don't take any attrition. We'll actually accomplish one of our important objectives, and that's taking the city of Rivendell right here. Public order is starting to improve here. We need to keep saving money. I don't think we can build anything here just yet either. Oh yeah, it looks like we can, so we're going to build that. I'm going to end the season. It's a little bit disconcerting because I can't play with my taxes at all, and when you are unable to do that... Oh, Rohan! Rohan wants to be buddy-buddy. Okay, that's probably a good thing. But when you can't play with your taxes, your governors do start to get some negative... it could be anything from like negative growth to negative taxes, and that's really not what we need right now. What we need is strong governors that we can use to rebuild the city of Austin Edil. Galleon. Expert governor, considerate. That's a big deal. He comes with his own bodyguard. Lazy, but intelligent, charismatic. It's a good combination. Supportive, unskilled politician. True seer. I'm pretty sure that's the foresight trait that we need to rebuild the city of Austin Edil, so he's actually going to be really important to us. I could be wrong in that assessment, and if anyone here happens to know better, by all means, tell me. We're going to start moving him through here and trying to avoid some of these Adunabar forces. Looks like they're kind of stuck dealing with the the Reunited Kingdom. Looks like they split their forces, which is good. They're not just overpowering them, which is what I would be doing. Thank God the AI is a little bit dumb in that regard. So we're going to move him, try and scoot him through here, through this little war zone. And I'm pretty sure that that is a fort. And that is a settlement. So we're going to hit the settlement. I think that we can assault it, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do that. Tiny amount of troops here. They actually don't even have any archers. So I won't show you this battle. I really don't think you're going to see anything other than us just surrounding some outnumbered troops. But I will see you back on the campaign map once we've taken the settlement. So as it turns out, I am actually going to show you this battle because this is something I didn't even know this was a thing. Look at this. This is awesome. This is the coolest thing. So apparently there's custom settlements in this game. I did not know that. Our last city fight was on kind of like a generic barbarian village. But look at this. Faction appropriate settlements. This is really cool. I wonder what some of our Elven settlements look like. So you know what? You guys can watch this battle. Why not, right? It looks like they've deployed very foolishly on the front lines here. So we're going to hit these dark swords as they try to escape. We're going to hit them with our archers. These guys are moving towards us, so we're going to use that delay here and the morale shock that they're getting from being shot from behind just now to try and destroy them. These are spears, but you know what? Glorfindel can take it, I think. Apparently he can't. I don't know what that was about, but he kind of just mucked up his charge a little bit. So pepper their reinforcements, get our troops off of those spears, make them chase us a little bit. Wheel back around now that they've turned around and hit them again in the rear. I'm getting a little bit close to our arrows though. I don't know if I like that. Have them stop. Pull back. Yeah, we're not going to commit our troops, our infantry body, until we absolutely have to. Oh, they're bringing their spears through. We might be able to hit them before they... Oh yeah, we're going to hit them right in the flank. It's going to be a devastating charge against them right there. Oh, come on, Cav. See if we can't dislodge our poor units there. And now while they're chasing us, we're going to shoot them in the rear and the flank with our archers. That's right. Keep chasing. Move our Noldor swords into position. I don't mind committing them to the fight. I don't think they're really going to get hurt. Oh, I think these guys have skirmish mode on. That's kind of why their charge got mucked up a little bit. Still learning, still learning. I don't really, didn't really expect melee cav to have a skirmish mode. It's not something you generally see on shock cav. One more volley. There we go. Attack! Harassing their retreat here. Looks like we managed to pull those dark swords off. Oh, no! Their spears are turning back around as well. Start the bombardment once again. Come on, guys, get out of there. I think they still have a small amount of reserves upstairs. Probably some more spears. Using a lot of arrows. We're going through them very quickly. These guys, they look like proper Roman spearmen. Except for those big kite shields. It's a little not of the period. Come on. Okay, I see an opportunity here. We're not going to use any more of our arrows to fight these guys. What we are going to do is bring our Noldor warriors to bear. And then launch some hammer and anvil attacks. Now that they've separated their troops like this, they've really left themselves exposed. And get these guys right in the flank. At the same time, I'm going to order a charge. So they're shaken, intimidated. These are some veteran Noldor warriors they're fighting. I would be afraid too. Wavering. I don't think they're going to be able to last very long into combat. I think they did manage to kill one of our troops. That kind of sucks. Oh yeah, and there it is. There's the break. Let's go see what they still have in reserve. A lot of spears. A very exceptionally large amount of spears. So we're going to start bringing our troops up there for the final assault, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so one of the things you didn't see just now is we took out this unit of Dark Swords, which apparently had their general in it. So we've marshaled our forces here. We're going to start moving them into this town square area. Well, these guys are almost there. They're warmed up. Everyone is warmed up, so we're actually going to delay our advance here just a moment so that we have everyone together. My plan is going to be to draw them just a little bit out here, preferably onto this corner so that we have room to maneuver our cavalry, bring Glorfindel's bodyguard in behind them, and just launch hammer and anvil strikes. We're not going to be able to break them and mass rout them because they are inside of this town square area, but we're going to be able to do a lot better and save some of our troops, but just generally kind of keep our army more intact than we would otherwise be just fighting a slogged pitch battle. There we go. So we're going to have them surrounded on 3 sides, and that's a pretty big deal here. Move his bodyguard in there just behind them. Or actually, we're going to have these guys run so they can form kind of our vanguard. I'm not sure what their stats are. Two-handed units in this game often have armor piercing. At least that's kind of been my experience in Total War games in general. So oh, this one guy, look at him. Oh, he's going to make it. He's going to be okay. But two-handed units in general generally have armor piercing, so that's kind of what I'm assuming. Oh, look at him! He's just pissed. I wonder if he routs. Oh, you want some of this? Come on, get a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer. Doesn't know what he wants to do. How suicidal are you feeling today? Oh, the Noldor swordsmen aren't having any of it. I wonder if we can actually deploy in here. Can we use the whole square, or is it like... Okay, good. Move our glaives forward. Oh, here comes the charge. Looks like the Noldor warriors are going to receive the brunt of it, so we're going to countercharge. Hit these guys in the flank. Put these guys into like a very thin column and try and scoop them by and run some hammer and anvil that charges into the backs of these troops. Come on. Nope. Apparently we're having issues with that. That's okay. Not too worried if a whole bunch of them get killed. Just as long as Glorfindel manages to stay in the fight for as long as possible. So we've got them surrounded on 3 sides here. It's a little bit like our Azag Battle of Butcher's Hill video that just came out recently, which if you haven't seen, I recommend you go check out. Look at these guys. Just butchering these troops. Let's speed it up just a little bit here. A total slog. Those Noldor warriors. So deadly. Just devastating. I don't think we're going to lose a single elven life taking this square. A testament to the elves' skill. This tiny, tiny pocket here is all that remains of this town garrison. I don't know if we want to sack it, or if we would just want to take it and give it to Gondor. I don't know if I have anybody in the area that I could use to open up diplomatic relations with Gondor. It's not like the later titles where you don't need a diplomat at all. They killed one of our troops. I don't know who it was. That was probably one of Glorfindel's bodyguard. Completely replaceable. So here we are, having destroyed the garrison of the city of Thorndoll. We now have to decide what we want to do. Not really getting a whole lot of money from that. I was kind of hoping for something, really. Anything at all. We're gonna lay it desolate, I suppose. None of our troops are gonna be able to get out of there. No, we want to get them out of there ASAP. Yeah, no, we need to continue our push towards Rivendell, but I don't want them to be in there because there's gonna be riots and we're gonna lose a lot of troops that way. Yeah, see, they've just got this tiny little force here. Rivendell is gonna be wide open for us. Looks like the forces here might start to get overwhelmed pretty soon. The Reunited Kingdom has a very, very light presence up here in Gondor. It looks like most of the northern provinces defected to the traders, to the cultists. We have a lot of money, though. We should do something with that, I think. Gardens of the Golden Light. We definitely want one of these. What can we do down here? Emmenduir. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to take these greenwood bows. We're going to move them up here towards the Elven King's Hall so that we have all of our forces consolidated in one space here. I'm not really expecting an attack from either of these guys just yet, but just you wait. They'll end up attacking Emmenduir. The Bjornings will end up attacking Emmenduir and we'll lose it. I need a little bit more money. Next turn we'll be able to convert one of these provinces and start making some Elven. I'm on Lank. It's losing population. Let's lower the income rate right there. And we'll increase. You want trade or you want this? We're going to go with the population growth just for now. Turn that down. Halls of Mirth. There we go. Stop losing population in those two settlements now, although it is going to hurt our income. This area here is going to turn into a battlefield, just you watch. It's going to be the Easterlings and all of these factions like Dorwinion competing for dominance in the area. I don't know if I really want to get into that. It seems like that would be a huge waste of our resources. Looks like their troops, yeah, the Reunited Kingdom got wiped out right there. They've been pushed all the way back to Anuminias. There's nothing we can do about that. What do they got here? It's definitely got walls. But these troops here are standing in our way. We don't want to leave an enemy force behind us. So I'm going to wipe them out, and this time you don't need to see it because it's just a field battle. So I'll see you guys in just a few moments. Alright, so they're completely wiped out. We only took, I think, about 6 casualties, which is not bad. It was a very confusing forest battle. So we're going to go take the settlement on the last bridge here. We're actually going to try and garrison it, possibly with the incoming reinforcements that we have right here. Yes, it's time. Move. And we'll have these guys form our rear guard. This is going to be a very strategic position here. Controls, I think, one of the only bridges into Rivendell, into the Hidden Valley here. I think it's the only accessible one. The other one is possibly through the mountains, through this area up here. Let's be doubly sure about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the gate to Rivendell. So we're going to garrison this. We'll probably leave maybe a unit of archers behind here as well. I think the 3 units could probably hold that from just about anything that the cultists can throw at us. Then we're going to move on to Rivendell and take that. And hopefully maybe we can start to get some more Elven troops here. I don't know what kind of population Rivendell has right now. That information is sadly not available to us. But that's going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot has happened, starting with our massive victory over the forces of the Adunabar cultists. I'm going to create a little emissary there. We're going to head south, try and strike up better relations with Rohan and all of these other factions that we share a border with. We do have to kind of keep our eye on what's happening down here because it looks like a unit, or rather a tiny army of the cultists is coming to test our defenses, but they're going to have to travel right through here, so we might be able to have some troops waiting for them. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.